Okay, so here's the moment of truth. Hi there, my name is John and welcome to my new YouTube channel. Now this channel is going to be about my diet and weight loss journey, and more specifically taking on the carnivore diet. So anyway, I thought I'd give you a bit of brief history to start off with of where I am and how my dieting has been going over the years. Always had a bit of a problem with weight, to be honest. It's been since I left school. Initially I started doing things like Weight Watchers. I did pretty well on Weight Watchers, I lost 2.5 stone. But the thing about that diet is that once you stop doing it and do the calorie restriction, which they tell you, and doing all the points and all that business, the weight came back on again. And so, yeah, that didn't really work. It worked while I stuck to it, but I mean, generally, the truth by that is they just want you to give them a monthly subscription, don't they? So you can stick to their diet and pay them every month, and then when you fail, you can go back to them and start paying them monthly again. So yeah, that's not really a success. That's not really the way to success, I don't think, that type of diet. So in 2015, I decided to give low carb a go, and yeah, did quite well with that, low carb / keto, and I've been doing that on and off pretty much until, well, November. So in November last year, I fell off the wagon pretty badly from the keto, low carb way of eating. I do race, to see, I'm a runner. I don't think it does much for your weight, to be honest. I think it's very good for physical and general physical health and also mental health. But I think diet's more important for weight loss. So anyway, I do run an event. So my last run in event was in November last year. And after that, I fell off the wagon completely from the keto, low carb lifestyle. And I've got back on until now, which as the date is the 7th of January 2020. And so I put a lot of weight on in that time. Weight's currently 234 pounds. Don't know what that is in stone because I go by pounds mostly these days. I'll also put it on the screen for you if you want to know what it was in stone. So the other thing I started doing again in November last year was drinking booze, alcohol, which is something I knocked on the head for 3 years, or almost 3 years, and yeah, that's not helped the weight loss either. So, but one day I just decided, I thought, yeah, fancy a glass of red wine one night in November, and yeah, I've been back on it since then. So that's something I really need to knock on the head as well. I might still have the occasional glass of dry red wine or maybe a gin because that's low carb, but I'm not intending to do it very often because I don't think that's going to help the diet much. So as you can probably tell by what I've said so far, I'm not planning to be one of these ultra strict carnivore dieters. So if the carnivore police are going to come for me, maybe they will. But yeah, because I know some people like do just like beef and water and salt. I don't think I'm going to be that strict. I'm going to try to be quite strict to start off with, though. I'm just planning to have meats. So one of the things I struggle with on keto and low carb, which is one of the reasons why I consider carnivore, apart from the fact I like eating meat, is it's too easy to overeat things like nuts and dark chocolate. And I'm one of those persons who like, I'll open a packet of nuts, macadamia nuts or something, and I just want to eat one, I'd eat the whole pack. And the same with some dark chocolate. I just, once I start it, I'll eat it. So that's not helped me at all when I've been low carb, trying to lose weight. Even when I stuck to the low carb keto diet, I had too much of that. I find it too easy to overeat these things. Just a quick note I think I have to put in here is I'm not a dietitian, a nutritionist, or a doctor. So if you do plan to follow a diet like this or a lifestyle change like this, then I think you need to consult somebody who's got qualifications who can tell you whether it's the right thing for you or not. So as I mentioned earlier, today is the 7th of January, and today is the day I'm starting the carnivore diet properly, or my version of it. What I'm planning to do to start off with is to eat the meats, and I've got some other stuff like pork crackling, which I got left over from last year when I was doing keto, so I'm going to eat that because that's part of an animal, and I've read stuff that's okay. And I still plan to drink coffee as well, black coffee mainly, maybe the odd bit of cream now and again. But cream is something else I've struggled with on the keto diet of drinking too much of it, and I think that may contribute to putting weight on. So yeah, I'm planning sort of minimum amount of cream maybe, but mainly it's going to be meat and a few things like some keto carnivore snacks like pork crackling or pork rinds, whatever you want to call them. So that's where we are at. Now I'm going to go to the shops in a minute to buy some stuff for this, and when I get back I'll show you what I brought, and also some stuff ordered online already that I think is going to help the diet. Okay, so I just got back from the supermarket. I was planning to go to Aldi, which is a supermarket in the UK, which is get some good deals, it's a bit cheaper, but the one I was going to go to is actually closed for refurbishment. So I went to Tesco's instead, which is a bit more expensive, but it is what it is, I suppose. It's the way it goes sometimes. So let's have a look and see what I brought. Okay, so first of all, the old classic on the keto and also probably the carnivore diet would be some ribeye steak. I've got two of them. We'll have them tonight. And I was looking at the organic ones actually, but they're really expensive, not really worth it, I don't think. Because here in the UK, all our cows are fed on grass anyway, so I think these are alright. They look quite good to me. So I'll be having them later. Also picked up a keto snack, which should be alright in carnivore because it's pork strips. I've had them a few times, quite a bit, like them. I've got some bacon, which I'll have later in the week with these, which I bought the other day, an online order from Asda. So I'll probably have burgers with bacon one night. And also another thing I've got a food to show, which I bought from an online order, is this extra special pork belly, which I've never actually cooked before. So that'll be interesting, but I'm sure it looks like it's going to be nice. So I'm going to have that at some point later in the week as well. So I just got them out of the freezer to show you what I bought. Got some butter, obviously. I like this stuff, it's got salt crystals in it. So I got some of that. So as I say, if I'd gone Aldi it would have been cheaper, but that's very nice, that is. Mushrooms, now, I don't know if the carnivore police are coming for me for this, but it's not strictly vegetable, it's a fungus. And I'll be having the mushrooms with the steak tonight. And here we've got some pre-cooked roast chicken drumsticks. Now, the reason I brought these is because the job I do, I have to sleep over night there, so I'll be having dinner at work a couple of nights this week. And I don't really fancy cooking stuff on there, it's not really practical. So yeah, I bought these. I bought the plain ones because I thought I don't want any of this barbecue flavour or anything with sauce on them or whatever. So, however, I've not got many carbs in them or anything, but it does say it's got brown sugar, a bit of brown sugar in it. I don't really know why, whether it's to preserve the meat or just flavour, and not ideal, but it's only a tiny amount, we're not going to do too much harm. I might consider cooking up my own chicken drumsticks. Oh, so that's my dog there, just saying hello. Yeah, I might consider cooking up my own drumsticks and taking them to work, which would eliminate any sugar or anything like that being put in it. But it's only time out, I think. It's not a massive worry to me. So yeah, that's I'm taking some of them to work with me when I go to work. Also got some of these finest sliced beef, which looks pretty nice. I think it's got beef and salt and pepper, so yeah, that's going to be fine. What else I've got? So that's pretty much all I bought from the shop today. Already got this from Aldi before Christmas, some pink Himalayan salt, which is pretty good for the electrolytes and everything on low carb and keto diet, so I'll be having some of that with dinner and stuff, and also with water. Right, now what did I buy online before today, which I was going to show you? Okay, so right, we've got these. It's a Cornish pork crackling. I've got a box of them last year when I was doing keto. These aren't too bad. Not much in the way of carbs. However, there I've got a few questionable rapeseed. I'm not sure that's a good thing to have, is it? So I'm not sure I'll be buying them again, but I've got them now. I'm not going to waste them, so I'll be using them up. And also I've got some built on as well. I got this on Amazon when I decided I was going to do this diet. Researched it a bit, and I think the ingredients, they're not too bad. Coriander, I don't know what that's doing in there really, but yeah, that's not too bad, I don't think. I'm not going to worry too much about that. So I'll add that for a snack as well at some point. And also bone broth, because I know that obviously that's an important thing about electrolytes and stuff. So I don't know, maybe I'll try and make my own in the future, but for now I've got this, I bought this on Amazon, quite expensive, but hopefully it's going to last me quite a long time. And so you'll be able to some of that as well. I'm actually at the moment, I don't think I mentioned earlier, doing a fast, I do intermittent fasting when I'm doing a diet, low carb, and also now carnivore. So I'm in the middle of a fast at the moment. Not doing too bad, just having black coffee and some water and sea salt. So I sometimes do 20-hour fasts. Today I'll probably do 16 because it's the first time I've done one for a while, and also because I've been on the carbs and that yesterday in the last few days. I'll probably be feeling a bit hungry by then. It's a bit late today. Right, so it's now evening time, and I've been fasting for nearly 21 hours now. It wasn't intentional. I was going to break my fast about tea time. I'm feeling like I had a bit of a headache, and I thought maybe it's time to have something to eat, but I realised I had an appointment I'd forgotten about, so I had to rush off to that. And I came back and the kids get me busy, so yeah, so nearly 21 hours since I've been fasting. So I thought I'd break my fast by trying some of this bone broth I was showing you earlier. So I've never had it before, so it's going to be a first proper taste test for you. So you can see what I think to it and see if I like it or not. Okay, so here's the bone broth I was talking about, and I'll just boil the kettle and I've got some hot water here. Now this is 1 teaspoon per 100 ml of water. It's about 200 ml of water there, boiling water, so I shall put 2 in and we'll see what it tastes like. Should get it open. Okay, first impression. Didn't really smell it much, to be honest. But anyway, let's put it in and see what it's like. It says 1 teaspoon. And second one. And I have to say, first impression, it looks like some milk. It's got milk in it. Don't let me know in the comments, is that normal? I'm sure it probably is. I don't suppose there's anything strange about it. Giving that a good stir. In fact, talking about the colour looking like milk, I was considering putting cream in with it. I'm going to give it a try sort of naked and see what it's like. See if I like it or not. So, here goes. First of all, it's very salty. Yeah, it's not too bad. I think I'll probably get used to drinking that. So that's the end of day 1 of the carnivore diet. And yeah, it's gone pretty well really. I finished that bone broth off after I spoke to you last. In hindsight, yeah, I think it was a little bit too salty. I think maybe 1 teaspoon would have been enough, so I know that for next time. And after that I had some beef slices, which I showed you earlier on my shopping bit of the video, and also some pork scratchings. And for dinner I had a ribeye steak, some mushrooms, and some pork crispy strips, which are a bit of a chip substitute, so yeah, that's pretty nice. Been quite a good day really. Carbs, only had like say 2 or 3 grams of carbs maybe at most. And yeah, I feel fine, I feel full. I said earlier when I was on my fast I had a bit of a headache. That's probably because I've been eating loads of carbs the last few days. And now I'm off them again, back onto fasting. So yeah, I need to make sure I keep the water levels up and my electrolytes. Working tomorrow, so I won't be able to update anything tomorrow, but I'll update later in the week how it's going and what I've been eating.